Resonator has been nothing short of consistent this preparation. He was narrowly beaten last time out over 1400 meters with Amy McLucas in the saddle. He will step back up to 1500 meters in the listed winter challenge, where he will jump from barrier 4 with Regan Bayliss in the saddle. Can he get another win on board for Newgate Farm and Connections?
Yeah, he's in great form at present. Been racing very, very consistently this campaign, which is very good to see. He's getting back to a track that he races well at, and a distance he's very effective at. And importantly, he's down in the weights. He is stepping up sharply in grade here, but he's progressed nicely through the benchmark system this preparation. So I think he deserves his chance at this grade. As I said, he gets the right conditions. Rose Hill, 1500 metres, and he should certainly be able to put himself in a nice forward and positive position from barrier 4. So I think he's certainly going to be in the mix for us.
OMNI is on the back up after his satisfying win last Saturday over 1,000 metres. He is looking for his 4th win this campaign in the July sprint with Rachel King in the saddle. Are you confident he can claim his 2nd career win over this distance?
He's in great form at present. It was a really satisfying win there last start, and very, very impressive. He was quite dominant off a hot speed. He really quickened away nicely. So I think the pressure of that race, I think he can see out the 1100, particularly around Rose Hill. Now's certainly the time to be testing him over those conditions while in such good form. I think he'll handle the backup easily. He came through that race in great order with a lot of confidence, and he's trotting out well. So really pleased with him going into Saturday's race.
So United was 4th last time out over 2,400 metres for Blue Blood Thoroughbreds. He's over the same distance on Saturday with his regular partner Amy McLucas in the saddle. How has his work been in the lead up to this race?
He's been very consistent. He's been knocking on the door for another win. I feel he gets the right conditions there on Saturdays. It was an honest performance last start from him. I thought he stuck on very well. I just tried to freshen him up going into this race. Obviously, he's at that nice point of his campaign where he's fit and well. So he looks in great shape. If things certainly work out in his favour on Saturday, he'll take some catching.
How Good Are You broke her maiden at the first time of asking a fortnight ago. This 3-year-old daughter of So You Think will step up in class and distance to 1,500 metres. She's set to jump from barrier 11 with 52 kilos on her back. Is she ready for this next challenge?
Yeah, this will be a really good test for her. I think there's a lot of natural improvement off the back of her first start, and she couldn't have been any more impressive. Obviously, she'd have to continue to take that further improvement, stepping up sharply in grade here, but she gets a lovely weight of 52 kilos with Rachel King. We'll look to utilise that. She's got a nice racing pattern. She's got a high cruising speed, so the additional distance should be certainly in her favour.
Kangaroo Court will also run in the benchmark 72 handicap against stablemate How Good Are You. This son of Snitzel has really come into himself this prep and is yet to be outside the placings in his 2 starts. This will be his first time over 1,500 metres. Do you think it's an ideal trip for him?
Yeah, I do think the distance will suit him, particularly his last start. He ran just like he's looking for that sort of trip. The way he's settling and relaxing in his races gives him every opportunity to see it out. He's been very consistent, matured a lot this preparation, certainly mentally. So that'll take him a long way. Another one that has to adjust to that rise in grade, but feel he's had a good grounding to do so.
While Gai was holidaying in Taormina, our filly's owners were celebrating her maiden win at Warwick Farm. This appropriately named filly will stay at 1,200 metres with Tim Clark in the saddle for the Valerie Syndicate. What can you tell us about her chances?
She was really sharp and impressive on debut. It was a really nice performance. She looks to have improved nicely off the back of that, and this looks to be a lovely race for her. I think she's a quality filly with plenty of upside, so this looks to be a nice natural stepping stone for her. She's in great shape, and hopefully she can put together another win for the owners and connections.
The stable has 1 runner at Gosford in the maiden plate. Miss Worthington came second first up this prep, but has since struggled to be in the finish. You've opted to send her over a longer trip of 1,900 metres. Will she be competitive on Saturday?
She can certainly bounce back. Unfortunately, we struck some heavy tracks in Melbourne, which weren't to her liking. Getting back on some better ground and better footing here will be much more. Will give her much more confidence throughout the run. Going back to her her first up run was certainly very encouraging. The form out of that race has well and truly stood up. So I think she can bounce back to form for us on Saturday.
Noble Heart will also attempt to break his maiden at Sale on Sunday over 1,200 metres. This son of Better Than Ready ran over 1,100 metres on a soft track a fortnight ago where he finished midfield. Can he get the job done at the second time of asking for his owner, Bill Finnan?
Yeah, I thought it was a good effort. I think he's open to some good improvement. He's a little bit lost when he went to Quicken there as his last start. I think if we can get him back on top of the ground, he's certainly going to be more effective. He's much fitter for that run. He's better for the experience. He did plenty of things right, so if he can continue to take that further improvement off the back of that, he should certainly be right in the mix.
Obsession heads to Nowra on Sunday to contest the Class 1 and maiden plate over a mile. She was first up at Gosford at the start of the month, where she finished 6th over 1,200 metres. Has she taken improvement from this run?
She has. The ideal distance I feel she's getting out to now on Sunday. They just had her a little bit stretched over the 1,200 metres, had her a bit out of her comfort zone. And when the sprint came on, she was a bit one pace to the line. So I think the tempo of the mile will certainly suit. She'll be able to find a better rhythm. Hopefully be able to race a little bit more prominent in the run as a result. And then hopefully we can see that further improvement there.